Welcome to my cozy corner of the internet. I'm Mayastar, and today's article is titled Planetary Ascension and Spiritual Awakening for Indigo Children and Lightworkers, a Mayastar energy healing article. This article looks at the phenomenon of indigo children and lightworkers, their importance with regard to spiritual ascension, and the collective awakening of humanity. We look at their nature and history and discover systems of energetic alignment and support that can assist them to fulfill their spiritual destiny. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing and share this page with your friends. Listen to the end for my recommendations for your next step and receive special offers from Mayastar courses by joining the Mayastar mailing list on mayastar.net. And because your engagement really helps me out, if you like, share, subscribe or comment today, I hope and intend that you will be blessed with bountiful beneficence this week. May brilliance, beauty and abundance abound. And now, let's explore Planetary Ascension and Spiritual Awakening for Indigo Children and Lightworkers, a Mayastar energy healing article. Indigo Children, Lightworkers, Lemuria and the Star People. Many indigo children and lightworkers have energetic ancestral connections to ancient Lemuria. Lemuria was a spiritually advanced civilization that lived in harmony with nature. As a continent, Lemuria was also an energetic gateway that connected the Lemurians with their ancestors and soul tribes in the stars. Even while living on Earth, the Lemurians shifted between states of consciousness, retaining their soul memories and relationship with the stars that were their original home. Many spiritual seekers today have energetic ancestry that ties them to the Lemurians and the star people that the Lemurians were, and still are, connected to. Souls that have incarnated for the purpose of progressing the spiritual awakening of humanity and the ascension of the planet as a whole are lightworkers and indigo children. If you feel drawn to Lemurian energies for your personal healing or in order to develop gifts to share with the world, you could be a lightworker or indigo child. Lemurian indigo connections, the age of Aquarius, and 5D consciousness. This article is inspired by material provided through the Lemurian Indigo Connections course, which was channeled by me. If you feel drawn to connect with the Lemurians and want to learn to connect with their energy through sacred symbols and light language mantras, the Lemurian Indigo Connections attunement is a powerful way to do this. The Lemurian Indigo Connections channeling was received through the Lemurian goddess Amara. Amara is here to support those indigo children and lightworkers that feel drawn to her or to ancient Lemuria. The Lemurians and Avalonian tribes are both linked with the Pleiadian light beings, and many indigo children are Pleiadian or Lemurian souls that have returned to the earth plane from spiritual dimensions in various star systems. These are highly evolved souls that no longer need to incarnate physically to facilitate further development, but who have chosen to return to Earth to facilitate and assist the development of humanity to achieve our collective spiritual potential. In 2012, the Age of Aquarius began, marking a period of accelerated spiritual awakening for humanity. Indigo children have been born with increasing frequency since that time. Their purpose is to assist the difficult transition period that we are going through as a new paradigm unfolds. They also provide support through the energetic turbulence that arises as the old ways of being and residual karmic bonds that tie us to the past are dissolved and resolved. Indigo children are equipped for such dramatic energetic shift. They naturally resonate at higher energetic frequencies, so they exert a subtle influence on those around them. Raising of the vibrational frequencies of others doesn't diminish their energy in the way those kinds of intense encounters might do for less spiritually rooted people. Many are finding themselves called to do work on their spiritual development in order to raise the frequency at which their energy field and physical body resonate, and thereby facilitate a smoother transition into higher consciousness, also called 5D consciousness. The harmonic convergence that marked the initiation of the New Age in 2012 did not create a cataclysm, despite the doommongers of the time predicting some kind of apocalypse, but 2012 did mark an apocalypse in the truest sense of the word. The word apocalypse refers to a revelation, and a revelation is essentially the comprehension of something new, a new reality or philosophy, the birth of a new age. The new reality is still taking shape, and some of the birth pains for humanity are clearly expressed in world events. Birth is a messy and difficult process, and that's why the Indigo children and Lightworkers are here. They are here to support a natural but challenging process with their natural healing skills and inspiring light. Indigo children and Lightworkers, Ascension and Spiritual Awakening. Indigo children and Lightworkers help and inspire others through writing, healing work, inspired channeling, creativity, art, music, and in many other ways. They may work as teachers, healers, counselors, spiritual advisors, and so on. Or they may be working in less new age jobs such as nursing or caring professions, and through their work will be inspiring others. Some may be mothers who inspire their children, counsel their friends, and so on. You may recognize Indigo children and Lightworkers by their seeming to have an inner knowing or sense of destiny, even though they may be unable to express this in words. People in need of healing tend to be drawn to Indigo children and Lightworkers. They seek them out for advice and reassurance, because a Lightworker or Indigo child naturally inspires others and has a perspective that they are able to share on an energetic level, as well as through the conventional means of communication. Indigo children and Lightworkers are committed to their sole purpose to consciously work towards the evolution of the universe. This objective and spiritually driven intent overrides all other drives in their lives. To others, they may seem odd and a little kooky. The high vibrational frequency of their energy bodies means that their physical bodies also resonate at a higher frequency, providing they are sufficiently grounded. This can lead to a number of side effects. First of all, intolerance for lower frequency energies tends to manifest. This may be expressed in a need to spend time alone or in nature regularly. They may need to avoid crowds, too much noise, too much fuss, and so on. It's not just unpleasant to the Indigo child. These things actually upset the balance of their energy body and impact quickly on the physical body, resulting in physical manifestations of disease or stress. You will often find Indigo children and Lightworkers who haven't learnt to properly ground and protect their energy, with a tendency to overeat in an unconscious attempt to bring down the vibrational frequency of their physical body in order to protect their energy. Indigo children are affected deeply by displays of anger or violence and need to avoid people of an aggressive or negative disposition in order to maintain their own sense of well-being. They often find that eating particular foods, drinking alcohol, using recreational drugs, consuming too much caffeine or chemical additives has a negative impact on their physical body and leaves them feeling uncomfortable energetically too. Many indigo children and lightworkers avoid these things naturally, and those that receive attunement to high vibrational currents through systems like Lemurian indigo connections, Pleiadian DNA clearing and activation, Avalonian alignment, or Usui Reiki and other energy healing modalities will often find that as their basal vibrational rate is raised, they become conscious of the need to let go of low energy habits and release themselves from low vibrational and limiting belief systems and ideas. The journey of their spiritual ascension is marked by their deliberate liberation from all those things that have and are restricting the full manifestation and expression of their spirit. This is what we call ascension or spiritual awakening. These changes often begin as a natural progression, but soon the lightworker or indigo is actively seeking out the energetic debris to clear out. This debris takes the form of blocks or areas of stagnant energy in the energy field that result from past experiences of fear or upset that are unhealed. Often the mental and emotional work has been done with regard to moving on from these experiences and beliefs, but the energy field wasn't fully cleared, and so the residual karmic bonds continue to exert an influence on the level of achievable spiritual development, as well as on the mental, emotional, and physical aspects of the individual. If you feel like you fall into this category, you may want to look at the Killing Moon Karmic Reversal 30-Day Ritual Intensive option from Maya Magical, or the Starseed Unicorn Karmic Healing course from Mayastar. Indigo Children, Soul Tribe Connection and Destiny. In addition to our discussion so far, with their higher purpose always taking precedence over worldly concerns, indigo children and lightworkers can feel alienated from the general population and can become quite lonely if they do not find connection with other indigo children. They may experience homesickness for their spiritual home and become distressed and depressed through this. The more other people try to console them, the more isolated they feel, because it soon becomes apparent that in the main, others don't see things the same way they do. They may be kind and supportive, but they can't genuinely understand the experience of energetic sensitivity and spiritual yearning if they haven't lived it themselves. Indigo children and lightworks can end up feeling isolated and unhappy. Some may have flashes of memories of their past existence in other dimensions or incarnations that remind them of their spiritual nature, and some are drawn towards their Lemurian, Avalonian or Pleiadian kin. Thankfully, fate and destiny play a role here, and an indigo child will sooner or later find themselves drawn to the right people at the right time and in the right circumstances to fulfill their purpose. They may find the right teacher or guide, a close friend or soulmate, or perhaps they will establish a connection with their friends on the other side and regain their sense of spiritual security, confidence and conviction. The challenging experiences and sense of isolation are part of the initiatory process of earthly incarnation. These difficult times ensure that the indigo is equipped with an understanding of lower energies and the difficulties and feelings that may be experienced by those they are here to support and encourage as they make their own journey. Everything happens for a reason, and even the darkest experiences can pave paths to new light and greater opportunities for hope, happiness, and healing to manifest. If you feel drawn to progress your spiritual path in order to develop your lightworker skills, some courses that may interest you are Lemurian Indigo Connections, Pleiadian DNA Clearing and Activation, Avalonian Alignment, Additionally, the 21-day chakra healing and light body activation intensive from Maya Magical can be performed as a personal initiation ritual that heals and activates the energy body, facilitating the restoration of the original energetic blueprint. This comprehensive magical program includes daily energy transmissions. You can read about this option or purchase it from Maya Magical. The link is in the description. If you feel guided to pursue your spiritual path and progress your healing journey with energy work, you can find all of the courses mentioned in this article and over 100 attunement-based energy healing modalities available on the Mayastar website at mayastar.net. I provide individual support by email for all students and personally prepare all attunements using the Orb of Life method, which allows my students to receive them wherever they are in the world. I'd like to thank you for spending some time with me today. I hope you're leaving this video suffused with good vibes and great ideas. On this channel I share my week ahead spiritual guidance and mystical musings for the collective, meditation soundscapes and energy healing articles to inspire and uplift you on your spiritual path. Why not take a moment to peruse the rest of this channel to discover more of my energy healing articles and relaxing meditations for some additional spiritual sustenance and magical motivation. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll find a great video recommendation for your next step in the cards at the end of this video. You can also follow me to receive daily spiritual guidance on social media. You'll find links in the description of this video for my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, podcast and more. Links to all my latest offerings can be found on the Mayastar website at mayastar.net. I upload inspiring spiritual content for you 3 times a week, so please come back soon. In the meantime, I wish you peace, prosperity and progress in all you do. With blessings.